Nolan Stoltz here, the composer of the Route 66 suite, and I'm going to take you to one of the places inspiring the 66 Ghost Towns movement. On this 1954 map, we see Route 66, and we see Powellville, the subject of this video, with a nearby school. To the south, you'll see the church, that's at Clementine, and then keep going south, we see Hooker, and then below that, Devil's Elbow. You won't find Powellville on road maps. I'm not convinced it was an actual town, so that's probably why, but you will find them on topographic maps such as these and this one from 1936. You see there are a cluster of buildings depicted on the map, and this is an undated photo, I'm guessing probably from a little bit after then. Among those buildings was the Powellville Cafe and Modern Cabins. So you see them with the garage next to the unit. And then here's the restaurant. So let's head down to Powellville and see what's there. You see me parked in Powellville around where that would have been approximately. Let's have a look inside the restaurant. Well, obviously it's no longer there, but we do have these pictures available to see what it was like. And then this postcard. Now notice it says Phone Newburgh, mailing address Arlington. I think the Ville part of Powellville throws folks off, but I don't think it was ever an actual community. It may have been just the businesses, but there could have been more too. I'll have to look more into that. And looking at the center of Powellville as it appears today, you can see there's nothing there. And then this is looking to the south. As you can see, the restaurant and the tourist cabins, they're all gone. As we pan to the north, also empty Powellville. And we'll take another look at that 1936 map. You see this collection of buildings, and then another building along that road that heads northwest. And then on this 1942 map, we see that same collection of buildings. Now to the south of there, we see a collection of buildings, that's Clementine. Clementine is labeled on this 1954 map. And as we travel north up to Powellville, let's take a look how it's grown. We see a road that loops all the way around with 5 buildings along it, and then a north-south road with 1 building along it. The 1959 edition of this map is much clearer, and we'll use this one as our reference. You can see that U-shape of collection of buildings and all the ones along back. So perhaps there was more to Powellville than just those businesses, and those buildings in the back, maybe they were residential. I don't really know. So I went to look around a bit, and I didn't really see much. This here is that middle road, that north-south road. Nothing there, really. And that open square on the southeast side of town, that's this here. Nothing really again. And from that point, we turn north, and we see Powellville, and there's really nothing there. This is what it looked like when I came in the summer. You know, real green, you see the road is wet. So I came back in the fall thinking I might be able to see more with the leaves off the trees, but I just don't think there is anything to see. We'll take another look north up Route 66 at Powellville and compare that to what it looks like today. And we'll just drive by. So this is that south part of town. And then we get to the central middle part of Powellville. There's a guy there working on the power lines or something that day I was there. And then on the north side of town, that loop road is no longer there, and it ends about right there. Just south of that loop road, there's a little pavement that still exists. So let's throw it in reverse and take a look at what we have here. Looking at that undated photo, there was a gas station on the north side of Powellville. So I wonder if this road here led to those pumps or something. I don't really know. And here's that same bit of pavement in the summer. Regardless, you can see here, looking south with Route 66 on the left there, there's nothing left of Powellville. Maybe Powellville was a real town and we can call it a ghost town. But even if it's not, I'd still like to consider it as part of one of my 66 ghost towns. I'll get inspiration from this place. And look, it's still a place name, so I'd like to expand the definition of a ghost town to include place names. We can think of a lot of places along the road that are important that, you know, they were on the map. I think in Ribby Gyms, for example. That was never a town, but hey, it appeared on a map as a place name, so that's okay. So Thanks for watching my video in Powellville, and check out my other videos on ghost towns.